I am joined by Parlour Bells, a different incarnation, goddamn Glenn.
It's like a carnation.
It's a carnation instant breakfast?
It's like a carnation breakfast.
Okay.
So
we've been playing...
Wake up. Good morning, everyone. Here we are, and we're Parlour Bells.
We've been playing a couple of the new songs, but you got a lot of songs.
We get a lot of songs. Well, I have a whole album that's been sort of in development, and we can get back to that later. But yeah, some songs. We've released a couple: "Sleep When I'm Dead" and "Never Let 'Em Hold You Back." The album's called "Waylaid in the Melee." It's looking more like winter 2017 now, and still recording some songs. And the songs we're going to play for you this evening are all new and have not been
heard by anybody anywhere.
Not even set to tape yet.
Oh, very nice.
So there's no recordings. Nobody's got anything on tape about any grabbing of any sort of things. And by the way, I brought my protective cup.
Oh.
I wasn't sure how this was going to go down. So
far, we're safe.
Okay.
So this is a safe place for everybody's business.
It would take you kind of a lot to reach me.
My arms aren't that long.
You want me to introduce
please introduce your new rock and roll outfit.
I am joined by Jay Johnson. You might know him from Johnny Blazes and the Pretty Boys.
Yes.
And the Splinters. Rob Sistar, who is... did I get it right? Sister. I knew I was going to mess it up. How is it? What is that?
It's 50-50. Spanish.
Spanish. All right. So I've got Italian background. You'd think I would be able to get that right. I like to call him Roberto. So I'm going to call him Roberto. That make it easy from now on. I've got Mike Leggio of Walter Sickert and the Army of Broken Toys on bass. And Emily McPherson, who plays, you probably know her best from The Susan Constant, and she's on viola this evening. And my good pal, Tony Porter, who is just a really good friend of mine. And he does a lot of stuff. He's an engineer. You got some sound stuff you need to do, talk to Tony, all right? There's your commercial right there, CBS Radio. Sorry. Oh, man. All right. So I already broke some rules. It looks like the debate is over.
Thank God.
We didn't really have a chance, but I do want to say I love when he said something about like that the nuclear programs have gone wild in other countries, because all I could think about was Joe, what's his name there, with the Girls Gone Wild.
Oh.
I feel like Trump should have a video called Nuclear Programs Gone Wild. So anyhow, that's my contribution, folks. Sorry I couldn't live blog tonight. I got to do some music.
Yeah.
So we do have new music, and you want to hear something? Or?
Yeah. Parlour Bells live on Boston Emissions.
Okay, this one's called Room Temp Revenge. 1, 2, 3, and... Are you a victim of my charm? You deserve an explanation. I'm not trying to change your mind. I want to have a conversation. Take your piss and vinegar. Bring it to a simmer. Make a fist and turn the cup. Mix it up with a cold shoulder. You're hurting 'cause someone has left you behind. I know you don't buy it, but it will be fine. Those songs of those bitches, they love to be here now. Your room temp revenge tastes best when it's in out. Best when it's in out. Best when it's in out. You could tell Trump to castrate himself. You could tell him, so you know me by my names. Have you ever heard my laughter? If you know what's coming next, then you know it's coming after. I'm encoded to this crush. Tap into my reptilian, my trigger sweating hot, like the blood of a Sicilian. You're hurting 'cause someone has left you behind. I know you don't buy it, but you will be fine. Those songs of those bitches, they love to be here now. Your room temp revenge tastes best when it's enough. Best when it's enough. in the melee. I was wailing in the melee. Forgiveness is divine. We don't serve it at my table. Your dish can take some time. Wait if you are able. Let me cut you up a slice. A taste that won't offend you. Just an itty bitty bite. You'll be listed on our menu. You're hurting, but someone has left you behind. I know you don't buy it, but you will be fine. Those sons of those bitches, they know to make it know. Your rooms every much taste. Best we need to know. Best we need to know. Best we need to know.
Woo!
All right. Moving right along. Hope you're tuned in, ladies and gentlemen. We're Parlour Bells. We have a show coming up on October 21st at Thunder Road in Somerville, Massachusetts. And that's for the Keep Safe Boston to benefit Fenway Health. We'll be joined by Walter Sickert and the Army of Broken Toys, Us Lights, and Q the Sun. And we're really looking forward to that. And there's going to be us plus many more of this ensemble here. So it gets bigger and bigger. This next one's called Darth Barbie. It's that voice in your ear. You wonder why you're here. And wake up in your helmet. You cannot breathe without it. Everyone thinks she's a monster. 'Cause everybody wants her. It's something that she isn't. A villain and a vixen. She's not handing out the tissues to address your daddy issues. So kneel before your master. Oh, there goes your blaster. Barbie, Death Star. Doll Army, Dark Arms. And the hero with the saber would so easily betray her. If she won't be the victim, that must make her the villain. All the helmet that she wears, no one's asked what's under there. Ironically, they hurt if they can't see her picture. She's not acting out the tissues to address your daddy issues. So kneel before your master. There goes your blaster. Death Star. Doll Army. Dark Arms.
Woohoo! I like that one.
Cool.
It might be my new favorite.
Your new favorite. Haven't even recorded yet. And new favorite.
my
That
new
might
favorite.
be a record. No pun intended. So how are you, Anngelle?
I'm fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm
I feel like,
fantastic.
you know,
I'm happy
feel
to be
free
here.
to, you know, it's like, you know.
I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to have guests on the program. I'm happy to have basically ignored everything that happened on the television tonight
You know
for the
what
most
happened.
part.
You know.
I know what happened.
You know what happened. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
All right. So the next one I'm going to do. So in 2015, we opened for Culture Club at the Blue Hills Bank Pavilion, which I believe is still called that. And backstage, Boy George, we asked, you know, which song we should cover if we were to pick one, and he said this one, and it's called "Love Is Love," and it's from the Electric Dreams soundtrack. And if you're of a certain age, it's a pre-Singularity movie, and kind of a sleeper hit, as was the song, but we liked it, so we're gonna make good on it and record it, and tonight we're gonna play it for you.
1, 2, 3.
You don't have to touch it, you know. Love is everywhere that you go. You don't have to touch it to feel. Love is every second we steal. Love is nothing without you. Love is everything you do. Open up your eyes and you will see. Love is everything to me. You don't have to touch to be wrapped up in emotion like me. Everyone must feel how I do, yeah. Love is just to be close to you. Love is nothing without you. Love is everything you do. Open up your eyes and you will see. Love is everything to me. You know that love is love. It's written in black and blue. Everything they say must ring up closer, closer to you. Ooh, bye bye. Ooh, bye bye. Ooh, bye bye. You don't have to touch it to know. Love is everywhere that you go. You don't have to touch it to feel. Love is every second we steal. Love is nothing without you. Love is everything you do. Open up your eyes and you will see. Love is everything to me. Love is nothing without you. Love is everything you do. All right. also do a little switching of the instruments here.
I can see why Boy George would suggest that song.
Right, it's a good one, right?
Yeah.
I thought so. So we're making good on it. And yeah, it's a good song. It's actually like uncharacteristic for, I feel like they get a very ensemble sound with the horns, and which is actually very inspiring to me, which I've been trying to do with songs like Never Let 'Em Hold You Back. Trying to get more of that in there. Whereas that one is pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
So we're planning on that, recording that one in the sessions as well. And you looking good?
I think so. Yeah.
You do look good.
Thank you.
Roberto. I mean, how can you not look good when your name is Roberto?
That's right. You never
I mean,
know
come
on
on.
the radio, but
Listen, I've been in Italy for a while now. You know, it's like you know they get that style. You know.
everybody looks good over there, though.
That's I got some pictures to show you. I'm just kidding. All right. So this next one, we joke around about this a lot because it's currently called Apocalypstick, and I can never decide a title that I am totally fine with. But I'm going to give you that title for now, Anngelle.
Okay.
And then you know, we'll see what happens in the future.
You reserve the right to
A girl is
change it.
entitled to change her mind. So. All right. So. One, two, three, and. This is where the fun believers come to read their oracle bones. Here's where they caught Nostradamus trading stocks on his cell phone. The world will lend for some, others just buy aspirin and exhale the dust. Pick up another calendar to hang on. They use the word apocalypse. It rolls nicely off the lips. Anchorman's got tips, but I don't believe it. This is where an ordinary deed was martyred in the new. This is where the jetliners were emptied out of the blue. I felt like early man, staring at the sky with nothing flying by, sifting through the stars a minute, waiting for a wink now, leaving a bit abandoned. Finger build a tower, but you got a closer look. This is where the elevators touch the heavens and opened. Someone pressed the button, I ran out of fingers, counting breaths after 11 comes. There's a 12. On this you can depend, the world will end for some. Others just buy aspirin and exhale the dust, and pin up another calendar to hang on the evening where the summer ends. And this is where the fall begins. Fallen leaves will make fist as they curl up. It took a numerologist to settle down the architect, bricks and mortar at his feet again. This is where an ordinary day was martyred in the nude.
Boston emissions. I feel like I should be really quiet after that.
You don't have to whisper anymore. You can get his last one.
It's Boston Emissions at ZLX. The band is Parlour Bells, debuting songs that none of us have heard, with the exception of the Culture Club cover, but you put your own spin on it.
You've
you
heard
see?
it. You haven't heard it by us.
I haven't heard it by you. Boston Emissions ZLX. Everything you've heard tonight, of course, if you're wondering, will be at bostonemissions.com. Not tonight, but tomorrow I'll post it at bostonemissions.com. So we're doing a show together on October 21st with Walter Sickert and the Emmer Broken Toy. So you're doing double duty, Michael.
To work.
Double duty.
No problem.
You will have an even bigger ensemble, rivaling that of the ensemble, which will be the Broken Toys.
Well, I don't know. That's yet to be said. I got to get a count on him. But in addition to the folks that I mentioned tonight, we also have a horn section. I know that my friend David Scott will be part of that, who I will introduce you to. He's an old friend of mine who just popped up and decided he wanted to join in with us. Maybe some others. Jess Townsend is going to be doing part of the set on drums, and Jess Collins is also going to be sitting in with us as well.
I saw Jess today.
It's going to be a party. If you know those kind of people, then it's gonna be a good time.
It's going to be a great show.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Us Lights will be there. Anybody who was part of came to the Rumble this year, loved them.
Yeah, I love them.
And a brand new band that not a lot of people have heard of yet called Cue the Sun. They're really great.
Cool.
Let's do this. Let's play Sleep When I'm Dead.
Oh, okay.
And,
Did you play? You played the new one though, right? The
yeah.
Neverland Kind of Play. You played that one?
Oh yeah, you were in Italy.
Yeah,
Probably when I played that.
I'm particularly proud.
You
of
weren't listening? You weren't listening at 3 a.m. to my program?
You know
What's
what?
wrong with you? You're not a good friend.
Anngelle, you know I was listening.
All right. It's Boston Emissions.